When expressing recurring decimals as fractions, this is the procedure we follow. Number 1, identify the digits recurring. Number 2, ask yourself, which 10 raised to power n can I multiply by the decimal such that one set of the recurring digits come before the decimal point? In other words, should I multiply by 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, etc.? That's what I'm calling 10 raised to power n. Then multiply both sides by the number you have identified as your 10 raised to power n. Subtract the initial, that is the given decimal, then simplify the fraction. We have these 3 questions as our example. So, solution. The first one, we say let any letter of your choice be the fraction whose decimal form is this number that we have here, 0.8 recurring. So that means our t is 0.8888 and it goes on like that, it never ends. Now looking at this number, because it's only 8 that is recurring, you ask yourself, what can I multiply by this so that one of the 8s come before the decimal point? So you realize that we need to multiply by 10 to have one of these 8s come here. So that means we shall multiply by 10 on both sides. We shall have 10t is equal to, this decimal now moves here, we have 8.88 like that. The next step is to subtract the initial decimal that we have, this one here, subtract it from this. So we shall have 10t is equal to 8.888 minus this one. When you subtract, you get this giving you 9t is equal to 8, and these ones will cancel one another. So we shall have 9t being equal to 8, but what we want is t, because t is the fraction which we are interested in, which has this as the recurring decimal. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of t, which is 9 in this case, and in that case you will get t being equal to 8 over 9 as the fraction whose decimal is 0.8 recurring. The second question is 3.52. The presence of these 2 dots up here mean 5 and 2 are recurring. So that means we shall choose a arbitrary letter like r in this case. Let r be the fraction whose decimal form is this recurring decimal that we have. So that means r is equal to 3.525252. It keeps recurring like that. In other words, 5 and 2 keep recurring or repeating themselves. So if you judge the repeating pattern of these numbers, you realize 2 numbers are repeating, 5 and 2, meaning that if we multiply by 100, we shall have one set of these 5 and 2 which are recurring coming here before the decimal point. So we shall multiply by 100 on both sides. Multiply by 100 here, multiply by 100 here. You cannot multiply by 10, because if you do so, only 5 will move to before the decimal point, but 2 will not, and yet 2 is part of what is recurring. So that's why we have chosen 100. So doing the decimal will move from here to here. So we shall have it look like 100r, when you multiply by 100 here, is equal to 352.5252, like that. Subtract this one, the original fraction and decimal, this one that we have said r is equal the fraction and this is the decimal part. So subtract this one from here. When you do that, this will give you 99r being equal to 352.5252 minus 3.5252 will give you 349. To get r, divide both sides by 99, and when you do that, you will get r being equal to 3 and 54 over 99. The third question is 11.706. You can see there are some 2 dots here, one on top of 7, another one on top of 6. That means all the numbers from 7 up to 6 are recurring. In this case, 7, 0, and 6 are the ones which are repeated. So this one is 11.706706 and you continue like that. So to work out that, we would say let any letter, in this case M, be the fraction whose decimal form is 11.706 that we have up there. So that means M is 11.706706 like that, because those are the three numbers recurring. Then you ask yourself, what can I multiply by this so that one set of the recurring digits, which are 7, 0, and 6 in this case, come before the decimal point. If we multiply by 10, we shall have only 7 come before the decimal point. 0 and 6 will not be there. But remember, 0 and 6 are also part of what is recurring. If we multiply by 100, 7 and 0 will be before the decimal point, but 6 will not be appearing there, yet it's part of what is recurring. So we have to multiply by 1000. So we shall say 1000 M is equal to, if you multiply by 1000 here, the decimal will move from here up to here. That will be 11,706.706706 like that. Subtract the initial decimal and fraction, which is M is equal to 11.7066706. Subtract it from here. If you do that, you will get this giving you 999 M is equal to, when you subtract these ones will cancel, and then this 11,706 minus 11 will give you 11,695. Then to get M, divide both sides by 999 like that, and that will give you M being equal to 11 and 706 over 999. So that is the fraction whose decimal form is 11.706 recurring.